What's going on, everybody? Really quick, let me help me send a warm plot hole welcome to Steaming Cup of Reason. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, man, how you doing? Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah, you're coming in loud and clear.
Awesome.
Oh, man. I recently learned on a YouTube video about Germany that it is bad luck to a person having a B-Day to wish them happy birthday on a day before the day of their actual B-Day. Well, Lord KJ Williams, I had no idea. Maybe that's the reason why my life is shitty. I'm just kidding. What's going down, everybody? We've got Bridget Divide says first. Lord KJ Williams, hello, hello. Vlad the Impaler, we can call back the Black Hawk helicopters. You are safe. Raven Darkstar says, I'm back. Rob Park says, howdy, all. Good to see you, Rob.
Hey,
Freckles
Rob.
says, hi, Johnny. Good to see you, Freckles. And we have Mark Stoney Official says, what is this voodoo? The notification button appeared a nanosecond before my thumb touched the screen, and here I am. Guess I'll stay for a while. Yeah, there we go.
Cool.
Dr. Lord Stinky Butt the Butler, a.k.a. Stinkster, says, hello, everyone. Good to see you. Good to see you. Nemo813 is in the house. Charlie Welch, what's going down? And, of course, we have everybody's favorite cat, Mrs. Schrodinger's cat, says, boxers. I know what she's talking about. Brian Powell, good to see you. William Grabber says, hello, hello. All right. Mr. Andrews, what is now? You know, we're going to have some fun, I think. We're going to try and have some fun. Yeah. SCoR, what is going down? That does not look like the hills of Canada behind you.
Oh, no, it ain't. This is the wharf in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam.
See?
Yeah.
See? Now,
Yeah,
what is the Canadian doing in Vietnam? In Vietnam, as
I know, and I've been here for damn near 20 years. Go figure.
I guess Vietnamese food from the source is much better than this here.
Yeah. No, I've been. I'm a teacher. I've been here doing it for damn near 20 years.
All right. What do you teach? Do you teach everything? General studies, English?
I used to teach English, math, and science, but now I just teach math and science, mostly at the primary school level, the kiddies.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Mr. Andreas says, hills of Canada? I don't know. I've never fucking been. Come on.
Well, he ain't far off because I am actually from Calgary, Alberta, which is in the foothills of the Rockies.
See? Mr. Anrat. Howdy Pimp Udaho has become a YouTube crew member. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Hi, by the way. So, you've been out there. Robert Kennedy wants to know peace talks.
Peace talks?
Yeah. Are you out there organizing the peace agreement between North and South Vietnam?
No, just trying to educate the kiddies.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So being out there 20 years, I imagine you've got some interesting stories.
A few.
Now, do you speak Vietnamese?
You know what? After 20 years, I just can't get my head around the language. I've tried.
Yeah.
I do know some phrases to get by, but conversation, ain't happening.
So how does that work? How does that work? I imagine they speak relatively good English out there. Relatively good English. There's my relatively good English over here.
Well, actually, the English level here is rudimentary or intermediate at best. There are a few people you'll come across that have really good English, but 9 times out of 10, these are people that have probably studied outside of Vietnam.
I
see. Born somewhere else of Vietnamese descent and have returned to the motherland, kind of thing. You know, we call them Viet Q. They're American-born Vietnamese that have returned to Vietnam.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. What are we going to do today? What are we going to do?
I don't know.
I think we're going to laugh at some people. I think that's
that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun.
For everybody who missed this one last time. Oh, jeez.
Oh man, that sounds exactly like kids scratching on the blackboard in the classroom.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, it just makes you cringe. But
that was so funny.
Oh, I love that.
Gets me every time. Every time.
I know. I laughed my ass off when you showed it last week. Oh God.
Let's see here. I've got one. Let's see. What is this? I don't know about that one. Let's see. I have one here somewhere. Where'd it go? This is what happens when you don't properly, label things.
Forgive the stubble, by the way. Saturday morning here. I don't shave Saturdays.
Are you required to shave? Because obviously I'll make fun of you for having stubble for the other reason.
No, not really required to, but I usually do. I tried to grow a beard like yours, but I just can't get past the itch at the beginning.
It takes some commitment because I remember first growing this sucker out. I mean, it never really completely goes away, but it does go away. That nasty one, and then
I had a mustache for a while, but it every time I grow a mustache, it looks cheesy as hell.
You should grow a beard again. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
You could be an honorary beardsman.
Hey, there you go.
Okay, I know I've got one here. I'm not sure if I've shown this one yet.
So why'd you turn around?
Okay, this is auditing. Who's this dummy?
Auditing America?
No. This is Long Island Audit.
Oh, jackass.
Yeah, exactly. I've never understood why we've needed to audit the post office. Okay.
I could never understand why they even call them auditing videos. That's not auditing.
Yeah, this really isn't an audit. There are so many. If you want, don't get me started. They are just
cool.
Agitated.
Well, roll that bitch. Let's see what we got.
Let's see what we got here.
Because I'm online. Do people stand behind people online?
It can be construed that your case.
Wait, is he online or is he in line?
I thought he said online.
He did say online because I'm online. Yeah. Anyway, this guy here is about to sum it up. This is the reason why people question what these jackasses do.
Casing the facility. And that you
casing the post office?
Yes, you could be.
There's been a lot of patrons in here coming to get their mail that have complained about being videoed. So I'm gonna have to ask you to stop videoing inside the post office.
You guys should be a little bit more professional next time. Learn the Constitution. Learn the Constitution, please. Study the Constitution. Thanks, guys. You take care now. All right. First Amendment, the first one. Hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here. Back again with another video. Today we're at the United States Post Office here in Princeton, West Virginia. We are here today to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect.
Two problems with what he just said. Number one, the post office is not the government.
That's
just
right.
because they have a contract to deliver the mail with the government doesn't mean they are the government. Number two, your rights, your First Amendment rights are not absolute. That's what people don't seem to understand. I got a lot of frauditors and a lot of people who sympathize with frauditors talking about, oh, you're a bootlicker, blah, 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 blah. You can't, blah. You can't curtail First Amendment. Yes, it can. And it has been done several times.
I'm not an American, but even I understand that.
I got to say, I love foreign frauditor videos because they always talk about their First Amendment right. I'm like, I don't think that's what you mean there, but yeah. Raven Darkstar says his voice is so grating. Yes, it is. It really is. Really is.
Most of them have a grating voice.
Yeah. Yeah, I have yet to find a frauditor that's been like, hey, I don't mind listening to his voice.
Yeah. Who's that other one? That fat bugger who did the Air Force Base? What's his name again?
Glenn Serio or
no, not Glenn Serio. The other guy.
Who did the Air Force Base?
Oh,
you're talking about that NC Tyrant Hunter.
No, not him.
No,
not him.
Because he did an army base. He did I think he did the National Guard Armory. So he was going to audit the National Guard Armory. Yeah, good fucking choice there, dumbass.
No, this guy, he was hanging around out front of the gate of an Air Force base or a naval station.
That was Auditing America.
That was
Enrique.
Auditing America. Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
It is.
Anyways, I find that guys like him, they all sound like freaking weasels.
The thing is, they want to sound intelligent, and that's fine. But
Yeah,
they don't
you
know
need a
what they're
brain to
talking
do
about.
that.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, let's see how badly this goes for Long Island Audit.
Let's get into it. All right, guys. So first things first, let's find the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property,
Oh, God,
aka
not
Poster
Poster
7,
Yeah.
which is right here.
Oh, come on.
Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, foyers, and lobbies.
Okay. Oh, he's found the
There
victim.
goes
he can
our
follow.
friendly reminder that they're always recording us, even though it always seems to be a problem when we record them.
Sir, can I have
Yeah, well, they're
No,
recording
I'm okay.
for a
Thank you,
different
ma'am.
purpose.
Are you going to remodel this place?
Um, Why not? I'm just taking some pictures and video. I'm sorry?
I would say safety issues.
Safety issues?
You
For
can't
what?
even put a billboard up here putting notices on.
Yeah, I'm just taking some picture and video. That's all.
Can I help you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Now, I believe this is the postmaster or the manager of the post office here who does have the right and the authority to tell him to kick rocks, to
Oh,
that
absolutely.
he is not allowed to do what he's doing.
My name's Calvin. I'm a supervisor. How are you?
What's your name?
Calvin.
Calvin. Yeah, I don't need any help right now.
Can I ask you why you're recording?
Yeah, I'm just taking some pictures and video of the facility here.
Unfortunately, that's not allowed.
Why isn't it allowed?
Well, it can be construed that you're casing the facility, and that you are
Casing the post office?
Yes.
He says that so condescendingly. Like, why would I be? Why people case the? Yes, people case the post office. They steal fucking mail all the time. It's a
Absolutely.
huge issue. I mean, it sucks when Granny Sue can't send little Becky her $20 birthday card. Come on, now. Check for 15 cents on her birthday.
Jeez.
I have not looked up United States versus Coquinda yet. I need to. I know that's part of my homework, Aaron Reese. I apologize. Please don't fail me from the class.
Could be. I mean, and as far as safety reasons, that does pose safety risk to the employees and things like that. Otherwise, I don't understand why you would be wanting to record the facility for any other reason.
Oh, there's plenty of other reasons. You know, I could be an independent journalist, which I am.
Well,
I'm an independent.
Okay,
No,
this
you're
is
not.
what chaps my ass here. Okay,
Oh, I know.
They don't know what that means. They want to say I'm an independent journalist, and they want to, they want to look at, well, the Supreme Court said that anybody can be news. Yes, anybody can be doesn't necessarily mean anybody is, or anybody can be a journalist. Yeah, you can be, but you need to look up news ethics. You know what it's called, ethical journalism. What you're doing borderlines ambush journalism at best. At worst, just some jackass with, I got a camera. Oh, I'm important.
Yeah. I think JL had a good point in your last stream. There should be some kind of official documentation or certification for people who claim to be press.
Yeah. Most, I don't, that one kind of rubs me the wrong way a little bit. Simply because I do believe that we should have the freedom of press, and I do believe that
absolutely
can be press. In issuing credentials, the government issuing credentials. The reason why we have the press is to make sure that one of the reasons why is to make sure that our government doesn't become, it needs to be free from government. It should be free from government at all times. That way there's no, influence of government on the press. Now, I know there are people that argue that, well, this, that, and the other, and the media is either left wing or right wing, and blah 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 blah. What's up, Chris? So good to see you.
I agree with you. I mean, there ought to be freedom of the press all the time. That I don't question that. However, even though there's freedom of the press, there should still be some accountability.
Absolutely, 100% believe there should be some accountability here, and Lord KJ Williams brings up a good point. Says a true journalist does not get involved in the scene they are recording or taking pictures of. Absolutely, that's absolutely correct.
That's
now,
right.
you're either in this scenario, you're either an auditor or you're a news, you're a news person, you're a journalist. Here's the thing. You can't be both, because if you're okay, so if your idea is to audit to see if you're allowed to publicly record and whatnot,
Yeah.
This gentleman here has said no, you are not, and he's well within his right as per Poster 7. And it looks like what Aaron Reese is telling me, that U.S. versus Coquinta found the post office can trespass people for engaging in activity that interferes in post office business. So yeah, apparently, yeah, you can be. You should be. I think you should be, because again, this is a private business that serves the public. People think that because they have United States Post Office on there, that, oh well, hey, that means they're the government. They're not the government. Not the government.
Yeah. See, the problem with guys like this, even though it's a company that serves the public, that doesn't mean that the public owns them.
Hey, Abby, good to see you.
You know, and if the guy says get out, you're obliged by law to get out.
Get out. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The journalist.
If you would have came in and asked permission and supplied credentials or something like that, that'd be different.
Yeah, I don't need permission.
Yes, you
sir,
do.
Yeah.
This is a federal building, and there's a policy against that.
That's not true.
Yes, it is true.
Man, I'm not going to.
What is that?
With you.
I'm not trying to argue with you, sir.
What are you talking about? That is fashion right there, man. That is high fashion. Let's back this up just a minute. That is super high fashion. Come back here. Where'd she go?
Permission and supplied credentials or something like that, that'd be different.
Yeah, I don't need permission.
Yes, sir, you do. This
I-
is a federal building, and there's a policy against.
Look at that. Come
That's not true.
on. She is letting everybody know. Look at that. She's colorful.
Oh,
She's here to have
there's-
fun.
Oh
Come on.
man.
Man, I'm not.
I'll
It's
say
all
one-
about the party.
I'm not trying to argue with you, sir.
You know
not
she's
the
got
best.
another rainbow skirt in that package.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Probably a matching jacket as well.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to ask politely that you stop. Otherwise, I mean, I'm not. I don't. You know, all I'm worried about is the safety and the well-being of my
You shouldn't
employees.
be. You shouldn't be.
I do, especially nowadays. Whenever there's a lot of things happening in the country that none of us want to even think about.
Yeah, I would
And
agree.
I have to take that into consideration, and that's why I'm out here. I'm not trying to bust you or anything else. You know, this is a federal building. We maintain it, we take care of it, and you come in without supplying any credentials or any reason why you're taking pictures of the building, and that leads me to be cautious.
And see, all these
He's
idiots.
got a point.
Yeah, right. All these idiots, all they have to do is say, hey, I am exercising my First Amendment rights to record in public. That's all I'm doing. That's what we're here. We're out here trying to educate the population on what is and what is not right. Now, he doesn't know. He thinks he does, but he doesn't. And a lot of people like to talk about, well, look at this memo here, look at these memos there, and the Supreme Court this and the Supreme Court that. Supreme Court says no, that if the post office deems that what he is doing is interfering with his business, and he can ask the person to leave. Not to mention there are certain privacy issues and whatnot. Like you're not supposed to, if you were to walk up to the counter, you can't record there because there are things that, because it's behind the counter, that people do have a reasonable expectation of privacy for the stuff behind the counter. And everybody says, well, it's your job to talk about the post office. It's their job to keep that information private. Yes. And by telling you to fuck off with your camera, that's them doing their job.
Yeah, and they have a right to a safe and peaceful workplace.
Right. And then John F. makes a good point. He's not in public. It's a private business. Yeah, it's a private business that serves the public, and people seem to don't understand that. There is a difference there. You can be a private business that serves the public, even as a government contractor. Right. Look at Halliburton. Halliburton has a contract with the government. You aren't allowed just to go fucking audit Halliburton. Good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just because they serve the public, like I said, doesn't mean the public owns them.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
So if you're an independent journalist, who do you work through?
Independent means I work for myself.
You work for yourself.
That's what independent
Nah,
means.
I mean, I understand that. And your sarcasm is insulting to me, but
How is that? How is that being insulting,
you're being
sir?
very standoffish, and I don't understand
I'm
why.
not, sir. I
But
told you who I
especially when
was.
you understand, especially when you understand that I am explaining to you why we don't allow that kind of thing.
And
See, Sandra, they can, but they just don't because, again, it's not about actual journalism. It's not
No.
about actual audit. It's about clicks and views, clicks and views.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's about instigating a reaction to get those views.
Yep. Which means they are a commercial entity, and which William Grabber here brings up 41 CFR 102.74.420. Actually, I'm working on a video about this very law and the memo that amends this very law. And by amends, I mean, we'll get to that. What's up, Roshan? Good to see you. But yeah, this is a very important law that you bring up. And I can't remember the exact wording, but there are 3 stipulations that get put on what they can and can't do. And they can't just show up without permission to film.
No.
Basically, that's what those 3 conditions state.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Aaron, enjoy your movie.
It seems to me like if you're going to go and film and or audit an organization or a company or a facility, there should, just like the police, there should be some kind of probable cause to do that. There should be a reason for doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, really.
These guys are obviously not doing anything wrong. They're abiding by the laws set forth for an organization like the U.S. Mail. They're doing their job peacefully. They're providing a service. There's no reason for them to be suspected of anything that would require an audit.
Right.
So why is he even there?
Exactly. There are right ways and wrong ways to audit whether or not the post office is working correctly.
Exactly.
Oddsock says the real journalist acts with respect and gets permission before videoing or photographing anything. These morons are only interested in stirring up trouble for content. Exactly.
That's all they ever do.
Yep. Hey, Angie, good to see you. And then William says it's codified law, not an effing poster. But the beauty part is that codified law is what those posters are based on, right? Matter of fact, that's that poster 7, so to speak, that codified law that we brought up a minute, a second ago, 42, whatever it was. That is, like, you'll find that posted on like Social Security office, government building offices that'll tell you what you are and are not allowed to do when it comes to more than just filming. It's basically the rules and regulations of federal government. So, but yeah, that is what poster 7 is based off of.
Yeah.
All right.
Problem with these idiots is they like to take poster 7, cherry pick the bits that work for them and disregard the rest.
Yep.
like I said, you're wrong. There is no policy against filming inside of a post office.
Where are you getting your information?
From the United States Post Office.
From who?
No, you're not.
The United States Post Office, sir. You're a supervisor here?
Where? I mean, show me something in writing where you have permission to be doing that.
Okay. I just want to go back to my. I just want to go back.
Supervisor.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Yes, that's not condoned.
Yeah, it's public property, man. I'm not trying to bother anybody. I'm just.
Get me off
Oh, but you are.
I'm talking. Relax.
See, now this has caused a disturbance.
Yeah.
His presence has caused a disturbance. So they are well within their rights now to ask him to piss off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're in public, ma'am. We're in public.
He's in police citations.
She was talking to me. That's the only reason that I'm videoing that direction. That's the only reason.
Either you stop, or I'm going to phone the police and I'll call.
You can call whoever you like.
Because our customers are complaining.
I'm not. My intention is not to film your customers, but she's in public.
You need to have permission to record.
That doesn't give you the right.
I do not. Not in public. Not in public, sir.
I'm not giving you my permission to record me like.
We're in public. Do you have cameras recording everybody in this building, sir?
The difference between surveillance cameras and what you're doing, what this guy's doing. This guy is doing this for commercial purposes.
Yeah.
So anybody who is recorded in this manner for that you see their shit get uploaded for commercial purposes can contact YouTube and ask that they remove the video because they did not have permission to use their likeness, especially people who are not public officials or like I can't do that, right? Because I put my shit up on YouTube all the time, so I don't have that that right or protection or whatever. I mean, that's fine. Use my ugly mug to whatever money you make. Good for you. But yeah, these people here, because his channel is monetized. He does make money off these videos.
Yeah.
They have the right to say, no, you cannot use my image to make money.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, but I mean, this is it's a public service and she's in a public place, but she is conducting private business with the U.S. mail.
Mm-hmm.
That's none of his business, and he shouldn't be recording that.
I agree.
You could see them. You can do what you need to do. Wow. This is insane.
Yeah, just
he's
like
not wrong. It is insane. It's insane that he's fucking doing this shit.
Just a couple of pictures and video in a public place, and they're going crazy.
Yes, calmly asking you to stop is going crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really quick, Bottle Cap says, at the pothole, when will your documentary be made available?
Good question.
Still, I think I've got, let me double check. I've got 4 more festivals that we are in. And assuming nothing else changes, after, I think November 19th is the last festival notification date. And I think the event's the end of November. So probably going to be, as everything stands, it'll be the beginning of next year, January. I'll have it up on either Tubi or Amazon or something.
Cool. So, are you running that just on like local festivals, like within the U.S. or outside?
I've had it in French festivals, German festivals, Swedish festivals. I've had it all over.
Calgary's got a big film festival as well.
I was looking for the Calgary Film Festival, and I think when I looked at it, it was closed.
Oh, okay.
The mission dates were closed. They weren't taken anymore. So, but yeah. So all things considering, should be the 1st of January.
Awesome. Can't wait for that.
It's federal property with community access. Never heard that one before. Federal property with community access.
Yes, you have.
That's because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You don't want
how
to
are you, sir?
Everything good?
Yeah, everything's all right. Can I just get your name and badge number?
Well, my name's Leftwich.
Leftwich. And your badge number, Leftwich?
I'm Unit 10.
Unit 10. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, everything's okay. You got here pretty quick. Apparently,
I was actually across the street trying to eat my lunch.
Oh.
So now
I'm sorry that interrupted your lunch, sir.
Now you pissed them off.
My name's Sean.
Oh, how you doing, Sean?
Nice to meet you.
Nice see, now there's a nice cop. Mm-hmm. Shakes your hand.
What's up, NA? See, the problem with these videos is so damn boring. So they have to stir up shit.
Yeah. Well, what
hey,
I
how are
like
you doing,
about
officer?
Pretty good. You care about
is that
what you're doing
in this particular case,
Yeah, can I just get your name and badge
folks
number,
there
please?
are not giving him the reaction he wants.
Right.
Name's Sergeant Nunn. We don't have badge numbers.
Okay, Sergeant Nunn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sergeant Nunn. Nothing nefarious going on here. Just taking some pictures and videos inside of the post office lobby.
Okay. There's been a lot of patrons in here come to get their mail that have complained about being videoed. So I'm gonna have to ask you to stop videoing inside the post office.
Why would you tell me to stop videoing inside the post office?
Because the people in here don't want to be videoed by you. You're in
Sergeant, they're in public.
Okay,
That's how there's cameras.
It's gonna be one of those things. If they want you to leave, right?
They
have the right to ask you.
Sir, can I get your name and badge number?
Lieutenant Halsey.
Lieutenant, you should know that there's no expectation of private
There's
in
no
public.
expectation of privacy in public. You're right.
Correct. I'm not
But you're
breaking any
making
laws.
uncomfortable, and if the people who own
Making
the property,
people uncomfortable.
Are you going to finish? You're going to talk over me. I'm trying to resolve the situation.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
If they want you to leave the property, then yes, you have to leave. Okay.
It's a public
It's
place.
public
I have a right
property,
to be here.
But if you're causing,
No, you don't. You don't have a right to be there. You can be trespassed from public places if you're considered loitering or causing a disturbance.
Yep.
So yeah. Hey, Chili Matthew Raphael, good to see you. What's up, Flat Dirt?
a situation to where they feel uncomfortable and they ask you to leave the property, you do have to.
Did you know that the rules and regulations governing conduct?
Purpose here? Are you even from
Listen,
here? Are
listen.
you
The
from-
rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. It's called Poster 7. It's the federal rules and regulations. It
Here we go with
says
Poster
that I'm
7
permitted to film for news purposes, and also it's my.
Okay, cool. What's the news story here, please? I would like to know.
That's right.
There is no. Yeah, there
What's
is
the
no
breaking
news.
story?
There are 7 tenets of news, and I don't remember them. I should. My journalism professors would be very upset with me if I did not. That I don't remember. The 7 tenets of news. Should be a report of recent events, of previously unknown information that somehow has specific influence or effect. There's a bunch more. I just can't remember all of them. But what here is new information?
Nothing.
What here is important? How is this affecting the general public? Exactly.
By providing a good service.
Right. There's no news here. There's no news story here. So this guy's not being a journalist. He's being a fucking asshole.
That's right. I mean, it's dead quiet. There's nothing going on.
Right. It's not like there's a rain. I can understand like there's a fucking rainstorm or something. There's a flood or, there were particular instances or reports of this particular post office doing something, right? And you wanted to get some information on that. Even if you wanted to do it in a covert style way, you wanted to kind of just pop, like for instance, there were reports of this post office losing people's mail, losing people's, checks or check stubs or some shit like that. And you wanted to do an undercover type thing. There's something there. But those people who do undercover journalism don't make themselves the story.
No.
They don't walk in with a camera and refuse to answer questions. They don't walk in and cause a scene. They don't walk in and run with antagonistic bullshit with these people. Hey, Bunny Killer. And Lois Peterson is here. Says the post office is private. They are supported by the sale of stamps, postage costs, and mailbox rental. No taxes. That's correct. My father worked for the post office for 20 years. So, I don't know.
First Amendment right.
What news agency?
I'm an independent journalist, sir.
You got a card or anything?
No, you're
I don't hand out any identifying information, but we all have freedom of press under the.
Almost every journalist that I've ever worked with or met has a card, regardless of their dependency status. They could be independent or they could work for a news organization. Every last one of them has some sort of information that they will give out if they're a true ethical journalist.
Exactly. They must have, because otherwise, who's going to publish their stuff?
Right. Even if you want to self-publish, well, like I said, this isn't news. There's just nothing newsworthy here.
First Amendment, sir.
I'm not questioning that.
I think if he
Yeah.
keeps pushing
You have to
that,
understand
there
that
are
I'm not bothering
attendant
anybody, and I'm
will
not
be
getting in anybody's way.
Several people that are complaining about being filmed.
Yeah, but I'm not filming them. I'm filming the post office.
And make a point. So what's your point? What are you trying to prove?
I just told you I'm gathering content for a story. I'm exercising a First Amendment protected right,
And then
sir.
actually,
Okay, so
So
what are you
what's your
doing?
story?
Yeah, what's the story?
Yeah, exactly. What's the story? There's no story to be told here.
Right.
what news agency you're with. And
You took an oath to that Constitution. I'm just asking you
I'm
to
upholding
uphold
the
it.
Constitution by being here for general safety of the public.
Yeah, so that's another thing that kills me, right? So everyone's like, well, your oath to the Constitution, your oath to the Constitution, your oath to the Constitution. Yes. These officers responding to this is them upholding their oath to the Constitution.
Exactly.
Because part of the Constitution is to ensure the entire public safety, liberty, etc. So it's not just the individual person.
That's right. They're there to uphold the limitations of privacy and trespass.
Exactly.
We're concerned. Therefore,
No
I'm
one's
here.
in danger, sir. No one's in
I don't know
danger.
that. I don't
They
know
don't know
you.
that.
I don't know you. They don't know you.
I
But
apologize.
you
I mean, if he wants to film the lobby, he can film the lobby. You know, he's allowed to do that.
It's part of the
Well, absolutely,
regulations.
Yeah, I mean, he has a First Amendment
What was your
right.
name again?
My name's Sean, sir.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
It's okay.
When we have a call that people are uncomfortable.
Yeah, but when you
obviously
guys arrive on the scene talking about turn off your camera, that's a violation of my First Amendment right. You shouldn't do that. You should
No, it's not.
investigate.
Ask you to turn off the camera.
Yes, you did. You told me to stop recording
we can ask
people.
you to stop recording anytime.
Okay.
It's not illegal to ask.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's
I didn't- we didn't sit there-
I'm saying it's
you stop
unprofessional.
filming now,
I'm
so,
saying
I mean,
it's unprofessional that you should
I don't think
investigate
it's
first.
unprofessional to ask you.
As law enforcement officers, you should investigate.
That's what
That's
we're
what
going
we're
to
doing.
I am
You
not
guys got
breaking any
some
laws.
gall.
I'm not
Oh,
being
I
rude to
never said
anybody.
I never said
I wasn't bothering anyone.
Okay, but what's your point here? I want to know. What
I
your
just
point
told
is.
you, my
I
point-
feel like you're here to incite an act to where somebody's going to
By
be
recording?
uncomfortable and act towards you.
You can ask the supervisor. I haven't
We're
bothered
here, so obviously
anybody.
there's a reason for it.
I haven't. I didn't call you here, sir.
There's been several other people called. because
But
they were concerned.
I can't
If you're
control
okay,
what other
here's
people
what we're
do.
gonna do, okay? If you're
No, you can't control what other people do. However, this is what we call a public disturbance. If you come out and you create a scene, now, regardless of whether it's a legitimate call, right? If you were just out there with a camera and whatever and wouldn't say anything and just minding your own business, blah, 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 and a bunch of people called and you weren't negatively engaging with anybody, then they would come out, hey, what's going on? I'm just standing over here recording the lobby. Okay, cool. And they probably like, whatever, walk off and be done with it, or
Exactly.
conduct an investigation. It's just like I said, these people irritate me. They irritate the fuck out of me. Johnny 718 Bravo says this behavior needs to be dealt with. These unemployed morons need to be trespassed from the premises immediately. I agree. Robert says should detain first, then investigate, not just let the frauditor do as he pleases for as long as possible. Hey, Cat Bell, good to see you. A cynical one says, I'm going to stand up for your First Amendment rights, but not giving a shit about you as a person. Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said,
okay with him being here,
I'm allowed to be here. I have a right to be here.
I'm
They
talking to
don't.
him, sir. not
Okay,
you.
I'm just
So
telling,
if
and
you're
I'm talking to
just let me know you're
you.
ready.
I'm talking to you.
But if there's a problem and you want him escorted off the property, you let us know.
Yeah.
It's fine. No, let him record.
Hi, sir. Can I just get your name and badge number, please?
Yep, Unit 2, Captain Woodard.
Thank you, Captain.
Ooh, the captain's
So-
lounge.
You guys should be a little bit more professional next
I feel like
time.
we're very
Learn the
professional.
what's wrong? I don't understand what was unprofessional about what they were doing.
Nothing. They're responding to a request to get this guy off the premises.
What's up,
They're doing their
me?
job.
Yeah, I mean, they came out. They weren't assholes. They weren't belligerent. Even shook the fucking guy's hand. What's up?
Yeah.
Hey, Josh Lee, good to see you. I don't see where the unprofessional behavior is, and that's another thing, right? I fully support people who want to film their interactions with police officers because I do agree that we need to make sure that we have accountability where accountability is required.
Yeah.
These police officers are meant to be professional law enforcement officers. I do believe we need to hold them accountable. And yes, for your safety, absolutely film your interactions with the police department. But when this jackass does shit like this and then calls these guys unprofessional, I don't see any. Where's the unprofessionalism here?
There is none. These guys are being extremely patient with him. They're being very respectful.
Right.
They're going out of their way to be nice to this guy.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to find out what's going on, so maybe they can come to a peaceful, quick resolution.
Yeah.
It's just that it just irritates me. The shit like that irritates me.
Yeah.
Connie Johnson, who's been a plot hole crew member for 10 months, says, "Hey ho, Johnny O." Hey, Connie Johnson, good to see you. Let's see here.
Learn the Constitution,
We're
please.
good. You take care, sir. Have a good day.
Study the Constitution. Thanks, guys. You take care now. All right. First Amendment, the first one. Take care, guys. Yep.
And back to kicking
Back
action.
to, yeah, the only reason why he
Do
wasn't
their walk of shame here.
that fucking walk of shame.
Yeah, that's right.
That shit is so stupid. Look how shameful they feel.
It's my right.
Well, they're being
Yeah, you're good.
absolutely professional.
You from here?
I don't even answer any questions, sir. You're not only because you guys came here.
This guy has a lot of hate watchers too. So yeah.
Yeah.
Robert says, my second says that my fourth trumps his first. And there's a lot of people that are going to go that route.
With a bad attitude.
I did not. No, sir, I did not.
I disagree,
Asked you
sir.
what you were doing. That's
I
all.
disagree.
It's okay.
You cannot trespass somebody from a public
You're
building
talking
where
to me,
they're
I
not.
don't wanna talk
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
most absolutely can.
The minute
Okay.
that supervisor asks
You
you
don't
to
have to.
leave, you were in trespass territory.
Yep. And Pat Dallinger, you make a great point. Constitution is argued in court, not the side of the street. 100% correct.
Bingo.
Any lawyer, and again, I am not a lawyer by any stretch of the word, but any lawyer worth their weight in salt will tell you that. Do not argue in the field. You will always be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Your best bet is to cooperate to your best ability and fight in court. Now, I understand that it doesn't always work out the best for people, but I guarantee you fighting it in the street is not going to work out for you either.
No.
Hey, Kiss a Cat, good to see you. Sally Skeleton in the house. What's up? How you doing? Johnny 718 Bravo says, I hope these clowns find the wrong person one day. A lot of them have found the wrong person several times.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You can't trespass people from a public building that aren't breaking any laws.
Never trespassed here.
I
Nobody's
understand
yeah,
that.
and that's the thing. Nobody's trespassing him. Nobody's trespassed him.
No.
What's up, Angel Rivera? Good to see you. Says this frauditor, like all other frauditors like him, forgets and or ignore the simple fact that no right is absolute. That's true.
Exactly.
Yep.
Captain, you obviously didn't hear your officers before. You obviously weren't hearing it because they were trying to.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, just you guys can get along with your day now.
We're good.
Yeah.
You have a good day, sir.
God, what a condescending dick.
Yep.
Take care.
You too, man.
And see, people like Long Island Audit and these other frauditors, they can do this type of antagonistic shit towards police officers.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Only because they know they can get away with it.
Yeah.
They want to sit there and talk about tyrannical government, that these cops are tyrants and all this bullshit. If they were true tyrants, every single one of those officers would be busting his fucking skull right now.
Exactly.
And that's what these people don't seem to understand.
Be jumping all over his frame.
Tom Robertson says cops are wrong. The Supreme Court has ruled that a post office lobby is not a public forum, therefore you must have permission. So when the supervisor came out and said he was okay to film there, that's when he officially got permission to film there. So Cripple Cat, good to see you. So he did have permission ipso facto after the fact, but you know. And the cops told him, look, if you want him gone, just tell him he has to leave and come let us know. We'll get rid of him.
That's right.
But yeah, this whole time, they're tyrants. No, they're not. They're not tyrants. These cops were acting professionally. They got a call about a public disturbance. Now, here's the thing. This is what kills me about police officers. Not about police officers, but this is what kills me about these guys and the interactions with police officers, right? So if you and I are out and about, right, and I witness you do something that I don't necessarily think is right, and I think is a disturbance or I think is a violation or whatever, and I call the police, the cops, they don't know what I saw outside of what I tell them. Right? They don't know exactly what's going on, so they're going to respond to those calls of public disturbance, or if I think, oh, he's stealing something, or he's assaulting somebody, or he's got a gun, or he's making threats, or whatever. So they're going to come out and respond. That's their job. The job is to respond. And these fucking assholes talk, well, they're acting unprofessionally. Why? Because they responded to a call. That's their job.
They're responding to the call according to what the call was about.
Right. It's not like they came in all hot with guns drawn and blasting people up and billy clubbing this, that, and the other. They contacted the person whom they were made the call was made about. They contacted him reasonably. I didn't say anything wrong with that. Asked him a few questions, and boom, they're done. Hey, Peter Noble, good to see you.
Yeah. Peter, how you doing, matey?
We've got a new plot hole crew member. Dimension Lord is a new crew member. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Absolutely appreciate that. Joshua Lee for $5 says, Hezekiah also pointed out that Whisk Boy and Anselmo did the same thing in their latest video. They were being rude and insulting the officer's mother. Yeah, and that's the thing. They can do that knowing that those cops cannot retaliate.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you they wouldn't say shit like that to me in the public.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody like me would knock their fucking teeth in. Personally, I don't give you fucking say whatever you want to say about me. I don't give two shits. But most guys like me. Most guys, these big guys are going to come out and you're just going to talk. You would dare talk. You would not dare talk shit to these people. Bravo for $1.99. Send a super sticker. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that.
Cool.
And we also have a new Plot Hole crew member, Susan Hobbins. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all of that. You guys are awesome.
The crew is growing fast these days, man.
I'll take it. Yeah, so Cynical One says, when aren't they rude and insulting? Now, there are, I think, Ironton audits. I've seen a few of that channel's videos, and I don't necessarily think that they're terrible. I don't think that they are rude. I think that they, out of all the auditors, they're the least egregious, and probably the ones that abhor themselves the best. But yeah, for the most part, these frauditors, they go out to cause a scene. That's what gets them views.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they just said it, hey, we're here for clicks and views, I would have at least more respect for them.
Don't worry.
Like, if you got a website, I'll go to it, won't you?
No, you'll know.
Okay.
You'll know.
Okay.
You will definitely know. All right, let's go get our stamp.
See, now he has to buy a stamp. Because that gives him reason to be there. William Grabber has become a new Plot Hole crew member as well. Thank you so much. AZ Jeep Girl, good to see you. Tom Robertson, honor your oath is a good auditor. I haven't come across any of his videos or her videos, or I haven't come across any of that channel's videos. I'm not sure. Susan Hobbins says, I really enjoy your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I've got one in the works that should be out Monday, Tuesday next week. We picked up. I'm so excited about this, right? So I've started to, and this is kind of a side tangent, but I've started to make a transition into more filmmaking than regular day job stuff, which is where I've always wanted to be, right? And I was really trepidatious about making this transition because it can be kind of it's a feast or famine type business. And for the longest time, it was very much famine. Obviously, because of COVID and whatnot, that really like put a halt on a lot of things. And it's still we're still seeing a lot of those hangovers from the C word that we shouldn't be saying apparently. But now that things are starting to kind of relax a little bit, more and more people are getting vaccinated, more and more people are taking the proper precautions, even though we have seen some spikes here and there of some variants, because we've, as a whole, as a community as a whole, are doing better about it, about precautions and whatnot. Things are starting to, get back a little bit more back to normal. So we're starting to get more gigs and more gigs and more gigs. I've got one tomorrow. It's going to be super fun. It's a live show it's a memorial. I say it's super fun, but it's a memorial for a member of the DFW Sisters of something. I can't remember exactly the whole thing, but it's this big show they're putting on for one of their members who passed away. And it's going to be this big, instead of being down and depressed, they're going to make it a celebration of life, which I always thought was, a better way to go about dealing with death. Yeah, have your grieving period, sure, but definitely get out and when I pass, I want you guys to have fun, have a party. Remember me for the silliness that I want you to remember me for. Kind of like Awake, a cynical one, kind of like Awake, but this is going to be more Awake. It's going to be like they got all kinds of things, all kinds of shows and whatnot. So,
cool.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And then I've got a film shoot on Sunday, so this gigs keep rolling through. It's going to keep me busy. So, looking forward to it. Anyway,
awesome.
That was a tangent. All right, let's
see. Living the dream. Living the dream.
Yeah, I hope so. Hope we can continue.
Okay, go buy your stamp, idiot.
Yep.
He's just gonna hang around and kick up shit while he's pretending to do some shopping.
Right.
Since 5:30 this morning.
I'm just waiting online, ma'am.
No, he's videoing me.
Yeah, and I'm waiting online.
I don't want to be videoed
So why'd you turn around?
because you're standing behind me.
Because I'm
Because you're a
online.
creep.
Do people stand behind people online? I'm trying to buy something.
Video me.
Ma'am, you're in public. Just please let me conduct my business.
I hate that excuse, you know.
I'll
You're
let you
in
get a
public,
stamp,
so I
please.
can do whatever I want to you.
Exactly. A real journalist would turn the camera off or turn the camera away. Like, my apologies, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Has anyone seen the video with DMA, Sweet Tea, Regan harass a bunch of... I have not. Send me a link. Send me a link. I'm kind of curious about that one.
That sounds interesting.
Now, this is where he is not allowed to film.
Nope.
See if I have a single stamp. It will be 60 cents.
Okay.
There's your stamp. It's put. You'll have to hold just one moment. It isn't ready. It takes it a couple minutes to
Gotcha.
switch.
Gotcha.
And hold on just a moment. It'll ask you to swipe or insert that card. It's not the speediest. Here you go.
Understood.
Oh, Susan, if you want to send it to me via... You send me an email, the plot hole one. I'll just type it in. So, plot1@gmail.com. There you go.
Those stamps probably cost him his burger
Never
money.
get the red X with it. There you are. And did you want your receipt printed, email, or both?
No
Printed.
fries with that burger
Hold on to
today.
your receipt.
Yep.
It does have all the information on there for your purchase. And here is your information. Thank
Survey,
you.
right?
There you go. You got your stamps. Now get the fuck
Yep.
To
out.
do the survey.
Hi, can I help you? How are you today?
Ooh,
Alright,
is he
guys.
actually going to leave?
We've
Oh,
educated everybody here.
You didn't educate a fucking person, you dumb shit.
right.
It's time to get out of here. All right, guys. So we're just getting out of the United States Post Office here in Princeton, West Virginia.
Thank goodness.
Overall, big time fail. The postal supervisor, postal employees, law enforcement, even the general public.
See, you got to lie to fraud it because the general public... Look, here's the thing.
Doesn't care.
I've made this argument before. I'm going to make it again. By the way, is yours win? Good to see you. Is yours win? I believe, you know what? It's probably terrible. You may have told me once before, but hello. I've made this argument before. The public. Okay, let's assume for a second that this is publicly owned, right? This is a publicly owned building. It's not.
Yeah.
Publicly owned building, right? So wouldn't that mean that every member of the public has a vested interest in this building?
Well, I suppose.
Based on their logic, right? Based on these fraudulent logic, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a publicly owned building and every member of the public is, again, a member of the public, they have a vested interest in this building. So therefore, they have a vested interest in what you are doing with their, quote, their property.
Mm-hmm. Well, that supervisor at the beginning of the video, he clearly said it's a federal building,
Right.
but they maintain it.
Right.
You know?
Johnny 718 Bravo for $2 says, I wish I had water balloons. That is all. William Grabber says, who cares what liar thinks of this or any post office? That's true. It's more for the people who might want to run the similar type of scam or grift. You just don't do this shit. This is so stupid. Mr. Andres says the email receipts. They do email receipts. They do. For a stamp, I don't know why. I don't know why you want to do that, but all right.
Yeah.
If so, I want them arrested. Yep, exactly, Sally. Exactly. iHeart says, why did the supervisor back down? I think more so just because he probably contacted the postal inspection. The postal inspector says, look, I don't care. Don't give them what they want. This is what they want. They want the big reaction. Don't give it to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So,
they want the scene.
That's what they want, to get their clicks and views.
Yeah. They have no other reason or purpose to be there.
None whatsoever. None whatsoever.
If they had proof of wrongdoing going on in the facility, then they have a reason to go and audit it.
Yeah, I mean, if there were rumors or, hey, look, this could be going on here. I think they're legitimate. I think they're not losing mail. I think they're hiding mail. Okay.
Yeah,
Now now there's a potential news story. Now there's a public interest.
that's
Other
right.
than the whole, oh, well, I'm here to educate people on the First Amendment. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but at least then they have a concrete reason for being there.
Exactly. Otherwise, they don't. Chris Jackson says, when I invest 60 cents, I require a receipt. Thank you very much. Oh, man. Let's see. Do I have any more? I'm curious.
Well, what else we got?
A cynical one says, I'm going to audit my local gentleman's club. They won't let you film there, just so you know. Oh, upgrade for multiple cameras. I do need
That's
that.
right. That's adult content.
Mm. All right, let's see here. I think I did this one already.
Which one?
I think we did this one last week. Did we do this one last week?
Oh, well. How are you? Good.
I don't recall. No, I don't think so.
Oh, no. I don't remember. I don't remember if I did this one or not. Let me see here.
I don't recall it.
Oh, this jackass. I think we did. I think we may have done this one.
Oh, okay.
Or no, maybe I was going to, but we did something different. You know what? Let's just do it. If we did it last week, somebody will call me out on it.
How are you?
Oh, well. How are you?
Good. Quick question.
Yes.
I'm
I'm actually on the call, so I'm assisting this young lady right here.
Isn't this out of your jurisdiction?
No, it is in our jurisdiction.
That's none of your business.
Yeah.
He basically just told him, I'm in the middle of a call. Get out of my face.
Right.
I thought this is sheriff town.
Technically,
So this is the guy's voice that irritates everybody.
sheriffs do have the highest jurisdiction, but obviously, I mean, and I don't blame this gentleman right here.
What these fuckers don't realize is that the vast majority of law enforcement have overreaching jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
They have agreements. Now, every now and again, you'll run into some places where, like, for instance, there's a spot not too far from where I live where 3 different municipalities border,
Mm-hmm.
and if there's a wreck, they'll argue about who has to take that call. They'll fucking argue with all 3 of them. They'll show up like, nope, it's on your side. The majority of this wreck is on your side, so you got to deal with it.
Yeah. But most law enforcements within the state will cooperate with each other, and they'll share that jurisdiction.
Right.
It only becomes a real issue when you're crossing state lines. Is the way I understand it.
Exactly.
If he's helping somebody, that's totally fine. But people often misunderstand jurisdiction. We had the female cop from Kansas City who said, no, FBI actually takes precedent over local authorities. And I said, no, you're wrong. And I should have brought up the actual FBI.gov website for her and showed her that she indeed was wrong.
I guarantee you, if the FBI shows up and it is a FBI qualifying case, they will take jurisdiction.
That's
the way authority works is first it stems from us, we the people, and then we gift our authority.
I think this jackass needs to get out of the dictionary and look up the word federal.
The job that we don't want to do, they'll be our public servants. Unfortunately, a lot of officers don't know the very Constitution they swore to uphold.
Oh, bullshit.
That's why we have a problem in this country. That's why we don't have any freedom.
That pisses me off.
Yeah.
Always claiming that officers don't know jack shit. Do they even realize what it takes to become a police officer? Most of these guys already have university degrees in criminology before they're even accepted into the force for training.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, Wiskin is his buddy, fake Mike, real dumbass, and Auditing America. These guys, they're fun to make fun of because they're just categorically wrong on damn near everything they do. Yeah, damn near everything they do.
Which is why our founding fathers, the civil rights heroes, would be rolling in their graves now. I have to say, they're both got some great haircuts. This guy's got waves for days. He's got the Ray-Bans on, so that negates the cool haircut.
He always carries that whisk around.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
He'll need it to stir up shit so he can get his views. these cops are being totally professional. They're just totally ignoring this guy and dealing with the call.
Yep. And that's exactly what
Doing
they
the phone,
should do.
the
Yeah.
cell phone trick.
They love that cell phone trick. Hey, brother, how are you today?
What is?
Good. Thanks for your service.
What was
man.
that on his shirt?
Hey, quick question.
Ooh.
Oh, I know what he's about to get. He's about to get into that stupid ass. What's the
Yeah.
third
Trick.
amendment?
They love that cell
Oh
phone
shit! I missed the
Hey,
podcast.
brother,
How to manage that?
He's doing the phone.
Some kind of a
cell phone
British
trick.
military badge.
1967.
Oh,
Oh,
Ralph
that's Ralph
Lauren.
Lauren.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ralph Lauren,
Yeah.
because that looks like the Royal British Corps of Engineers badge.
Whisk Boy is an asshat. I agree. And Mystery Soft Sit Theater is here. Hello, good to see you. Thank you so much.
That guy came up just after this shot. He had the star badge, and I've always wondered. Like I said, I'm not American, so I don't really know
Yep.
the
Sheriff.
differences
Sheriff
between
stars.
between a sheriff
Yep.
and a marshal.
Oh man, Sheriff Marshal. I think it's Sheriff, Federal Marshal. My goodness.
Yeah, I could never tell the difference between them.
Hey, fangirl. Good to see you. Hey, Tim Hicks. Good to see you. Yeah. Federal marshals. Your federal marshals, I think, are obviously they're federal. It's federal police force. I'm trying to remember where they fit into, the whole order of operations, so to speak.
Yeah.
Most of the time, your federal marshals are going to deal with like fugitives, state crossing, like federal court state lines, stuff like that.
Yeah, the prison system in general.
Right. Marshal is a court officer.
Yeah. They handle all prisoner transfers in the United States, I think.
I believe so. Especially ones that go across state lines. But again, I could be wrong. I'm sure I've got plenty of people in the side chat that can correct me on that.
I was just wondering. It's always been a question in my head. So, anyways, let's see what else this asshat's got.
How are you today? Good. Thanks for your service, man. Thank you. Hey, quick question. No, I'm sorry. I gotta work.
This is work. What's the third amendment?
I love it. I love it. Great. You're not worth my time. I got things to do. Go away.
Nope. Leave me alone. Got to work.
Keep walking, man. You there?
Disrespect. Oh,
I dare you to follow him in it. So
I can't. Dare you. That's a secure building. But that's so funny. Fangirl for 249 pounds and a super sticker of what is this guy here? Oh, kissy face, the kissy pear. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I love that guy's reaction. Nope, I have to work.
What is this?
I love it. Oh, he is going in.
All right, cool. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, he's gonna go try and buy some stuff. I remember this.
With flag desecration. That's against the United States flag code. It's against our founding fathers, our civil rights heroes. It's literally against flag code. And they're selling merch. They're taking your tax money and trying to sell you stuff back.
No, they're not.
Wow. That's uproarious.
Jeez. He's got his whisk mic.
The people who run this shop, most of the time, are going to be private businesses.
Yeah.
These people are not taking tax dollars. It's so stupid.
Cop shop.
They're probably paying rent to the police for that space.
Right.
Thanks. Can I please have a public records request? Form.
You already had one?
No, I would like to. I'm going to be requesting some emails. I'm sorry? Okay. Thank you very much.
That one's like, stay between us. Don't let him see me.
I Heart Dogs, who has been a Plot Hole crew member for 2 months, says, I made another live. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all my channel members and patrons and everybody's super chats and everybody who hangs out in the side chat.
Excuse me, officer. Let me just ask you one quick question before I'm on my way. I'm doing a documentary on the Constitution. My teacher says I have to ask one officer if he can tell me the First Amendment. Would you be able to help me, sir? I'm sorry?
Got time for you.
Nah.
Isn't the First Amendment the first article of your job? Walk of shame.
He walks away.
Walk of shame. Walk of shame. They always want to go to the walk of shame. Like, no, he's got better things to do.
100,000 vistas. 100,000 vistas en el último video. Trataron de bloquearme el video, no les funcionó. Muchas gracias. Seguimos aquí, duro. De pie, seguimos de pie.
Is he speaking Spanish?
He is.
100,000 views on our last visit here, guys. With a cell phone. With a cell phone.
And we got the mainstream media outside. They're putting all their makeup on. They're getting their talking points for big pharma and the military-industrial complex. Hey, don't talk about this.
Jeez.
Hey, don't say anything about this. Hey, shh, 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 shh. But we're over here. Got some snappies on. The fakest mic you've ever seen. We're chilling. We don't need the military-industrial complex behind us. We get views without selling out.
Oh, yeah.
How does a person grow up to be such a
I think this
loser?
is private.
I don't know. I think he has to try.
Ask.
Is this open to the public, ma'am?
Absolutely.
Oh, great.
Yep, sure is.
I've
things that,
only sell for law enforcement.
yes.
Because I wanted to get a taser. My brother's been pissing me
I'll
off
be
a
honest,
lot.
that looks like a cool little shop.
Most of the shops are kind of, like I said, they are pretty cool. They have different types of shit in there. A lot of the kids like to, my kids like to go into the shops that are on the base with my father to look at the cool stuff. They'll have, you know, different, you know, insignia or replica stuff, you know, like planes and all that kind of shit. It's kind of cool. Cool stuff to look at.
He said my brother's been pissed.
Well, I don't think you'd want to tase him.
Just it's non-lethal, right?
But brothers will be brothers.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Alright, this is cool. I've never been
Is this
to a place.
is this a private store within
It
the?
is a part of the police athletic league.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Benefits at-risk youth.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I heard
Yes, so it's all.
Yeah. Not only are they serving the public, but they share their profits with at-risk youth. How terrible these people must be.
That's actually awesome, man.
Well, it's a nonprofit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
Thank you for your time. I appreciate that.
please come back.
Thank you.
We're online.
Alright, I'll take that, yes.
See, notice what happens when they don't get the type of reaction they want. They fuck off really quick.
Very friendly. See the
Yeah,
difference you
exactly.
get from somebody that works for the private.
I mean, he's trying
Private
hard.
and
Yeah.
public. When you go to the private sector, everybody's nice. You know, that's a private store right there. Everybody's nice. Then you meet the public servants.
That's a good point.
And then
I'll take you to a couple of private sector businesses. They're not going to be so nice. You show up with the camera, they'll probably fucking break it.
Yeah.
So stupid.
they think that we owe them something.
See, there's a difference, right? He goes into a store where it is advantageous for the store or the shop owner to be nice to you so you'll buy something. Okay. These people here aren't trying to sell you anything. Therefore, it's not advantageous to kiss your ass just because you walk into the building, especially seeing as how you're an antagonistic piece of shit.
Exactly. And they deal with them adequately. They just turn around and walk away.
They ignore them.
I ain't got time for you.
That's it. This is a masterclass on how you should deal with these idiots. Just ignore them.
Absolutely.
It's actually really sad that our founding fathers and civil rights heroes literally died for our freedoms. And when you
Our founding fathers were not quite the civil rights heroes that these idiots think.
whenever you ask an officer about the Constitution, they want to run away or they literally don't know it. We haven't had one officer even be able to tell us the First Amendment. The First Amendment. Men, women, and
Because they
children
haven't
have
got time
died,
to
given
waste
blood, sweat, and tears
to
for the First
explain it to
Amendment.
idiots
These
like
officers
you.
don't even know it, and they're here desecrating our flag.
Oh yeah.
How are you, ma'am?
Could you help us with the Third Amendment? Do you know what the Third Amendment is, ma'am?
I'm actually behind.
No, actually,
See,
ma'am,
just walks right up by.
we can go with
Beautiful.
you. Do you know what the Third Amendment is, ma'am?
No, I have to go. Thank you.
Aren't you a police officer?
Do you not know it?
Ma'am, I'm working on a video. I'm just trying to see if you know the Third Amendment. Show the people that.
See, now he's harassing. Now he's harassing this officer. You want to ask if she wants to answer, let her answer. Don't want to answer, all right, cool. But to continue to follow her to her car, to her vehicle, regardless of whatever. Yeah, Sally Skellington, you were absolutely correct talking about the founding fathers. Yeah, they owned slaves. They did.
Yeah, he's definitely harassing her, man.
Yeah, this is harassment, and
he's pushing hard to get a reaction.
Exactly. Yeah.
That you're a trained police officer. Do you know what the Third Amendment is about? Ma'am?
You took Say no.
You something, ma'am?
I'm actually running behind.
I know, and we can see you.
And I'm working.
Yes, have a job. Thank you. Leave me alone.
You don't know it, right, ma'am?
Badge number? Name and badge? Identify servant.
See, that right there.
Now.
Fuck that dude. Fuck that dude. Right. Again, these guys can act this way because they know that she cannot react. This is an abuse of power right here.
Yeah. It's an abuse of their rights.
Yep. Angel says it would be hilarious if a police officer would ask him if they know the 10th Amendment. Well, that would be true too. But yeah, pulling this type of shit, identify now servant. Like I said, these fuckers wouldn't dare say shit like that to me. Or someone like me, someone who looks like me, not a badge. I have no, there's nothing that says that I can't turn around and break your fucking teeth. Not saying that I don't condone violence. I really don't. I'll laugh at it when it happens to people who do stupid shit like this. Like when they,
What gets me is all of these auditor or frauditor videos. They're always going to places like police stations or post office or places like that. You'll never ever see these cowards try and do this in a gun shop.
No. Go. Good luck there, guys.
I'd love to see that.
Yep. Sandra Patterson says, I was a principal working in a public school and I was nobody's servant or mistress. No, you're not. And neither are these police officers. Yeah,
absolutely.
Christo is right. She's too prone to react.
Yeah, I got to agree with Sandra. I'm a teacher myself. I ain't no servant.
Right. You're there to serve, but it doesn't mean you are a servant. You are offering your expertise in order to educate.
That's right.
It's your policy to identify. And
No, it's not. It is not their policy to identify people who make contact. This is different. She didn't initiate contact with you, dumbass. You initiated contact with her. She refused your question, so she doesn't. And just because it's a policy, as these idiots will say in different videos, talking about Poster 7 or talking about, when somebody says it's our policy, it's against our policy. Well, that's a policy, not a law. They want it both ways.
It kind of is a law. It's a law of the company.
Sure, exactly. Yeah, it may not be a written law on the books because this is
still doesn't mean you don't have to comply with that policy as long as you're on company ground.
Chris Jackson says audit the Hells Angels, MCC, or the Mexican cartel. So Geraldo Rivera did that once. It wasn't the Mexican cartel or the Hells Angels, but he did call up a California street gang and say, hey, can we interview, follow you around, blah, 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 blah. And they were like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Geraldo Rivera's dumbass actually showed up with a cameraman.
But at least he was a legit journalist.
Well, let me ask you this. Have you seen that footage? Nobody has. You know why? Because at the end, these guys beat him and took his camera. How he thought he was going to get to film.
You can see the footage of follow-up shows where he's all busted up.
Yeah. Hey, Teresa, good to see you. Anyway.
Who doesn't know the Constitution. She's rushing around. She's an order follower.
She's got way too much makeup.
Way too much makeup.
Oh, now we're going to shame how long he has? Fuck that guy.
Screw you.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
She's a woman. She has the right to wear as much makeup as she wants.
That's the order, right?
Right.
Oops, sorry.
Uh-oh. I think this could be defined as stalking.
Yep.
You might be stalking the wrong tree there, buddy.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can always hold off on it, man, if that's what you want until September, and then post it.
So somehow that's the end of this video.
Yeah. What a loser.
Stops. Yeah, these guys are. I mean, I've never been a fan of just these guys. Like I said, they do a lot of things knowing they can get away with it, right?
Yeah.
What's up, Ugly German Truths? He said, SCoR, all frauditors do stalking. Yeah. Doug Howard.
Yeah, that's their modus operandi.
It really is. It really is. I mean, you know, the whole thing, and this is what kills me. This is what kills me. You know, everybody talks about, well, Johnny, if you want him to stop, why do you cover him? I never said I wanted him to stop. I think what they do is stupid. But I get clicks and views just like they get clicks and views.
Yeah.
I'm just honest about it. If if all of a sudden YouTube said, no, we're not going to monetize that type of content anymore, I'd be fine. I'll find something else to poke fun at. Because the idea here, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna make fun of people. If you don't like it, I mean, make fun of me. That's fine. I don't care. Do what you want to do. I've never had a problem with it. Sandra Patterson.
Yeah.
Will is a Rick with a silent P. That's funny. Eavesdropping. Yeah. Joseph said, it looked like eavesdropping to me on the last one. If you're having a conversation out in public, you can't really bark, 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 bark. You mean you don't do this because your college professor asked you to? No, I do it because it's fun. Like we're here to have fun. I'll point out bad behavior all day, every day. And when idiots like this run around talking about, oh, I'm news, like, no, you're not news. You are not news. Nothing about you is news. Mr.
There is no news.
Johnny has terrible taste in football teams. Excuse me, the only team to go undefeated for a complete season, the postseason, and in the Super Bowl. So that's all I'm going to say.
There you go.
Only NFL football team in the history of the NFL, which is only like fucking 60 years, but who gives a shit? Bark, 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 bark.
Those dogs are going wild. Dinner must be here.
It's kind of funny. The wife and the youngster walked in, so yeah. Go 51 GM says, when plot hole and other channels at least do something, you guys make sense. We try, and here's the thing. I would like to make sure that when I cover this stuff, I'll get some things wrong. I'm not perfect. I try to do the best that I can to make sure I have the points that I'm going to make researched. I'll ask other people who are in the profession, like I'll ask other lawyers, hey, am I interpreting this correctly? Am I reading this right? Is this what this means? And I'll get a yay or nay, and then they'll tell me where I'm right and tell me where I could use some work. So
I do the same.
Right.
And if I'm wrong, I'll go on friggin' line and then I'll admit I'm wrong and correct myself.
Yeah. Hey guys, I made a mistake. Here's where my mistake is.
Yeah.
Susan, I did not get any emails yet, which is weird. My emails, I don't know, hope it's good. Hope it's good. Cat Bell says, are you a Dolphins fan? I am a Dolphins fan. I am. Which is weird, I know, because I'm in Texas and people say you should be a Cowboys fan, but yeah, I know it was in 1972. Everybody bust my chops on that too, but it's fun. Yep.
Doesn't matter. It still counts.
It does. It still counts, but it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, this type of stuff needs to be called out. When they're wrong, they need to be called out. And when I expect to be called out too.
Yeah.
Because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And then, hey, look, I made a mistake. Boom.
Yeah. They deserve to be audited and held up accountable just like they want everybody else to be.
Exactly. And if the whole idea is, well, I want transparency, that's fine. I don't have a problem with transparency. I don't have a problem with filming police officers. I don't have a problem with filming in public. Do your thing. But when it's just sole purpose is to antagonize. I'm going to go out there and cop bait, not cop watch, cop bait, or I'm going to go out there and cause an issue. That's where I take issue.
Exactly. That's the difference. They're baiting. They're not watching.
Right. And when they do this type of behavior, that affects me, because you'll see places like Arizona who passed that law, and what happened here? Gareth says Mallory messed up and accidentally went live on Twitch. Send me a link. I'm curious. Send me a link.
Yeah. I mean, where do their rights for the First Amendment and free speech and all that, how does that supersede or overpower my right to personal privacy and space?
So the majority of Supreme Court decisions have generally favored. So we've all heard the "your rights end where mine begin." That's generally how the Supreme Court has ruled. There have been a few decisions that have kind of, have shirked that, but for the most part, at 209. SCoR looks like a high school football coach. You kind of do. You kind of look like the defensive line coach that we had at Arlington Heights. Yeah, he was straw hat. He would always throw it down. Horse crap. He was so funny. But no, yeah. So we are supposed to have the ability to. There you go. I will do that, Susan. But yeah, anyway, we're supposed to have the ability to protect our own. Look, if you're in public, you're in public, right? You don't have. There's no reasonable expectation of privacy in public.
I agree. But if I turn around and say, "Sir, please stop filming me," shouldn't that bring down the wall and say, "That's it. I can't go any further"?
At least have the decency or the courtesy, if you are going to purport yourself as news or a journalist, to respect that. Just like, all right, cool. You know what? Hey, like, you don't want to be on here. You want to be part of my story.
Yeah.
Especially if they're not a part of the story. If they're not a part of the story, then if they say, "Hey, please, I don't want to be involved in this," respect that. I did whenever I worked as a journalist. Now, this was fucking years ago. Many years ago. Let's see what we got. What do we got here? People sending me tings.
Ooh.
Let's see here. Wow. Crap. Gotta love those whatchamacallums. Boom. All right, there we go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh. D-Rap.
Frozen House has got a good point.
Let's see here.
Yeah, no, you guys.
Ooh, Mallory. Let me see here. Not you. I got to follow Mallory because there we go. I thought it was already. Oh, this is Twitch. I never do Twitch.
Thank you. Pinky swear that you're not going to
make Boop great again. Wait, Pinky swear I'm not going to share.
You're not going to make. We're not going to talk about it.
We're talking about
it. Just posted this in a whole bunch of Facebook groups.
What?
I can't make it. I don't make promises.
You guys. I don't want to say it, but you guys. Oh, I can swear. You
I
guys
promise,
are fucking
Mallory.
weird. What?
I promise you, I
Can
will.
you share this with the folks?
I think so.
On Twitch anymore.
Mallory, I just like you to do one thing for me. I just like you to do one thing for me and say hi to Johnny O, broadcasting this live on his live on YouTube.
No, that's not true. You're. Wait. I just my heart. Okay, one
To all your Johnny O followers,
wait, no,
come find Mallory. Mallory
There she
Boycott
is.
on Twitch.
No.
Boycott Mallory, I think.
No. You guys are. Wait, can you? Sorry.
Wait,
can you
Johnny
please?
O?
Can you please repeat what you said, Garrus? Because but I don't think I actually heard you right. Can you please?
I'm trying to find Johnny O.
Hi, Mallory.
It is. It's the plot hole.
Oh yeah.
I just heard myself say on Johnny O's stream, watching, and then
Oh, she's live now.
I want to say hi back.
Oh my no.
Fully play.
But this was a fucking I'm sorry.
I love Mallory. She's so much fun.
Okay.
Yep.
What is this?
I mean,
Oh my God.
she's out there, man.
Viral.
She really is. You just never know what's going to happen with that.
You never know what Mallory is going to say, and that's
Whoa, do you guys see the viewership number? It's going up.
there you go.
I don't see anything.
I'm showing 500 viewers.
No,
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Who's boop?
We're all over here on Johnny O's channel watching you, Mallory.
Watch Mallory on the plot. Okay, I'm gonna click on this link.
Yep. Hi, Mallory. Click on the link.
Oh, you just knocked yourself.
Hey, Mallory.
Hi, Mallory.
This is real.
What's going on?
All right. That's enough. That's enough of that fun.
That's cool.
Who's Johnny O?
Oh man.
Who's Johnny O? He's the
That's funny.
Make sure you come follow.
He's got a great beard and he loves Metallica.
Everybody who's on Mallory's channel, come over to the plot hole and make sure you subscribe to the channel. And
awesome, absolutely, it's a great place to be.
Yes.
Payback.
Yes. Payback. I can't even hear you though.
Aw.
I can't. Wait, oh no. This is ridiculous because oh geez.
I can barely hear.
You are broken.
Mallory, focus real quick, okay? Repeat after me.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, from the plot hole.
Hello, everyone from the plot hole.
Awesome.
Good. Oh man.
All right, Mallory. You have fun over there.
Okay. Okay.
Take care, Mallory.
Okay. Boop, bitches. Okay, can you?
Oh, I love Mallory. She's so fun. Hi.
Next time, can you make sure the dogs go outside because they pissed all over my
Watch your language, young lady.
They peed all over my roller skate.
Oh, well, put your roller skates away next time. There she is. Hi, Mallory.
I am Mal.
Hey. All right. I think I'm going to have to end this one a little early today because I do have that gig tomorrow.
Hey, no worries.
SCoR, what do you got coming up? I know you do. So you've got a lot of stuff really quick. I got a couple people asking about who you are and what you do.
Okay, great. I got two channels. My original channel, Steaming Cup of Reason, I started that doing flat earth debunking and stuff. Now I use it mostly just to do my Real Reason live streams, which are usually Saturday nights. But while Crafty is out of action, I'm doing it during the regular flip side, which I do with Crafty Keela on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have another channel called The Pain of Progress, which is my real pet, my passion. It's a history content, and I'm now running series 5 of The Pain of Progress, which is releasing new video every 2 weeks. So the next one will be coming out next week, Friday.
Awesome. Drop your links in the channel and send them to me in the private chat so I can put those. I meant to put them in the description, but
yeah, no worries.
There is some really awesome stuff. The stuff that you cover, yeah, lots of good stuff. What was the last one I saw? It's been a minute. I've seen too many. I watched too many videos and they get all like clouded. But the last one you put out what, 2 weeks ago, right?
I put out last week. Yeah, and that was on Charlemagne and the Holy Roman Empire.
Mm-hmm. All right, me, good to see you. But yeah, go check out SCoR on both of his channels. Lots of really amazing content. Lots of fun over there too. You're always going to learn something. And when Crafty does come back, you guys, you go back to your regular broadcasting at the butt crack of dawn on freaking Sunday morning at like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, well, I do that so I can at least give the American audience some kind of a chance to join in, because that's like 9 o'clock in the evening for me here.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to kind of make my content available, or live content available, with such a disparity in time zones. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, I sent you the 2 links for each channel in Discord.
All right. I am updating the description now. Cool. There we go.
Yeah,
Boom.
but come and check me out. Comments, anything, any likes, subscribe, especially on Pain of Progress. That's the channel I'm really focusing on trying to build up. And I love feedback because it makes me better.
Yeah, go check him out. Like I said, he is one of the more fun folks out there. As you can tell, he likes to come on here and make fun of sovereign citizens and
yeah.
These
the real reason is just a chit chat. Anybody can talk about anything. We never have a topic. We just throw something at the fan, see what sticks, and everybody has a voice on the real reason.
Yeah.
Just a fun.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I appreciate about your stuff is that it's always, you try and keep it balanced, which is what I try. I try to do the same thing, and offer both sides of an argument at least equal opportunity to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Angel, the links to Steaming Cup of Reason and Pain of Progress are now in the description. They should be there. If not, let me go ahead and I'll put them down here as well. There you go. So they're both links are now in the side chat, but they're also in the description. Anyway,
I know the real reason is on my Saturday show is usually like crack of dawn for you.
It is, but like I said, as long as I'm not on,
I'd love to have you on.
Absolutely,
love to have you on sometime.
Absolutely, like I said, as long as I'm not on set or about to go to set or something, yeah, most definitely. Awesome. We'll have to work it out. It's always fun, especially when we get to make fun of craft tequila.
Yeah, exactly. And temporarily, the real reason is not being run on Saturday nights or my Saturday nights. I'm running it during the regular flip side slot.
Yeah.
To make up for the missing flip side until Crafty comes back. So catch me on Sundays at I believe 2 p.m. GMT or UK time.
Yep. Greenwich Mean Time, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Yep. Sweet. I got one right. All right. Yes. Passing the test. All right. I want to say thank you to all my channel members and patrons and everybody who super chats and everybody who comes and hangs out and just, interacts with the chat, has a good time with us on these plot hole shows. It's a lot of fun. You guys really make this show. I appreciate it. Grab some merch if you want. I've got a good one. I've got a really good one, actually. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to put it out there. Hang on a second. Stop it. Puppy dog nosing me over here. Who got in trouble? Puppy dog got in trouble. Let's see. Where'd it go? I can never find it quickly. Here we go. We'll just put this one here. Boom. There's that. And then we're going to boom, buy that. Or buy the shirt that goes with it. But
cool.
Anyway, it's time to go. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. SCoR, you're always welcome anytime. Let me know when you want to come back on, even if it's just to say hi really quick. Let me know.
Absolutely. I love this. And thank you so much for having me on. I really do appreciate it.
For certain. All right, everybody, it is time to go. That means it's time for finger guns.
Finger guns, baby.
There it is.
Boo, 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 boo.